Hi beautiful souls, today we are going to dig and understand who are the Anunnaki, their reign and how they came here on Earth. The Anunnaki are believed to be deities of the ancient Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. A class of gods within the ancient Mesopotamia pantheon. The name Anunnaki is derived from An, the Sumerian gods of the sky. Anunnaki means the princely offsprings of An, Sumerian gods of sky, and his consort, the earth goddess Ninhursag. The Sumerian civilization existed from 4100 BC until around 1750 BC. The name Sumer means land of the civilized kings. The Sumerians were one of the first groups to divide time into hours and minutes. And they had their own religion and gods whom they called Anunnaki. These gods were described as children of the earth and sky. It's also believed that they came from another planet, a mysterious advanced planet. It is also said that the Anunnaki forced Sumerians to mine gold for them, and the Anunnaki returned to their planet, carrying these gold extracted from our planet. The ancient Hittites and Hurrians mythologies refers the Anunnaki as former gods banished and cast here on Earth. The Anunnaki had several functions in Mesopotamia mythology. The Sumerian myth Enki and the world order suggests that one of their main functions in early mythology was to decide the fates of human beings. They were initially associated with the heavens, but over time, both literary and administrative texts reflected an increased role for the Anunnaki in earthly affairs. In the early Babylonian, the chief Babylonian god Marduk has authority over some 600 Anunnaki gods. He directed 300 of these gods to reside in the heavens, and 300 to remain here on Earth. But the other administrative texts seem to place the Anunnaki as the gods of the underworld. This is the case in Epic Gilgamesh, in which the Anunnaki are described as judges of the dead. The idea is echoed by the Sumerian myth descent of goddess Inanna to the underworld, in which the goddess Inanna crosses into the realm of the dead, seeking to overthrow her sister, the queen of the dead. The Anunnaki stepped forward to judge her for her audacity. Up to date, there is no indication that the Anunnaki were worshipped correctively. Rather, it's believed each of the gods, An, Enkel, Enlil, Ninhursag, Nana, Utu, and Inanna, had an individual cult, and different cities had temples dedicated to individual deities as city governor. Anunnaki governor Ur-Nammu, who subsequently became an independent king in 2113 to 2096 BC, and founded a spin-off dynasty known as the Third Dynasty of Ur. It lasted for more than a century. Anunnaki civilization was most advanced, a more compact empire than that of Sargon if a god. 100,000 cuneiform tablets from this period, depicting gods and descendants of Nabiru, indicate the existence of a highly organized bureaucratic society. Anunnaki are recorded as returning to Nabiru to celebrate a festival in documents found on Nabiru. As archaeology indicate, as widespread evidence of Anunnaki temple activities shows, it was an era of considerable material prosperity. Perhaps because of this sophisticated Anunnaki worship, Ur-Nammu himself rebuilt temples in several ancient cities, including Eridu, Nippur, Lagash, and Erech. And in Ziggurat, Ur-Nammu built a massive rectangular stepped tower of about 200 feet by 150 feet at the base, and 70 feet high, with a shrine at the top, as a tribute to moon deity Nana. Anunnaki temple building calculations have been made possible due to chance references to writing of the period. Although it's not the largest temple in Sumer. A temple built at Umma, in the reign of Ur-Nammu's third successor Shushan, took at least 7 years to complete with nearly 9 million large building stones and 17 million small building stones. Major deities in Sumerian mythology were associated with specific celestial bodies. Inanna was believed to be the planet Venus, Utu was believed to be the sun, Nana was the moon, An was identified with all the stars of the equatorial sky, Enlil with those of the northern sky, and Enki with those of the southern sky. The path of Enlil's celestial orbit was continuous, symmetrical circle around the northern celestial pole. But those of Anun'naki were believed to intersect at various points. Akkadian texts of the 2nd millennium BC follow similar portrayals of the Anunnaki from Inanna's descent into the underworld, depicting them as chthonic underworld deities. During the Old Babylonian period, between 1830 to 1531 BC, a new set of deities known as Agigi are introduced. The relationship between the Anunnaki and the Agigi is unclear. On some occasion, the categories appears to be used synonymously, but in other writings, from the poem of Era, there is clear distinction between the two. In the late Akkadian Atrahasis epic, the Agigi are the 6th generation of the gods who were forced to perform labor for Anunnaki, but after 40 days, the Agigi rebel against the Anunnaki their god, and it's believed that the god Enki, one of the Anunnaki, created humans to replace the Agigi. The Anunnaki are believed to have left the planet Earth long time ago, after extracting the gold required for their planet Nibiru. Though it's believed that there are those who decided to stay behind, laying low, probably because they are aware of reptilians humanoids, who are currently ruling the planet, and they cannot come out in open for the fear of jeopardizing their lives. It's also very difficult for ordinary human being to communicate with the Anunnaki, as one has to raise their vibration level to a higher dimension, through meditation to connect with them telepathically. In current world order, we live under low vibration frequency due to war, chaos, ego and stress in our daily lives, making it hard to communicate with them.
Peace, love, and light, and stay blessed.